Hello everyone, Jebus here playing Heroes of Might and Magic Olden Era, and today I'm going with a Jebus Cross play with a Schism faction. It is a faction that I am still learning, so I will pick a hero that is an easy one to start with. Matha, the expert in Agashoth riders, which are by far the best starting unit in the game. They have high attack, 8 attack, 8 defense, 6 to 7 damage, 25 HP, and most importantly, a very powerful Icy Breath ability, which allows them to attack twice per round. Of course, this ability requires focus charges to be activated, and it requires 2 focus charges, so cannot be used on turn 1 unless you are an expert in arcane magic with the what's the call of the spell, with the energize spell, but otherwise, things are doable. Okay, I really like what I'm seeing here. We got a very high roll, well, not a very high roll, but almost the highest roll on the Agashoth riders. Let's check out. Wow. Okay, we got 2 native heroes here, Tolkath and Radavok. One of them is the logistics specialist. And on top of everything else, there is a stables out here. Okay, we also see Agashoth stables. Protected relatively lightly. This is takeable, although this is a nasty breed of stingers, because these ones have both high initiative and high speed, if I recall correctly. They are hornets, I think that's the name, hornet. Okay, so let's say we send Tolketh over here, stable him up. He has logistics, so he will move very far. That is powerful. I think we will be stabling up all our heroes this way. Both directions, left and right, well, not left and right, but north and east look promising in terms of discovering side towns. Just need to decide which hero will go for town capturing and which will do something else. I think Tolkath is the capturing guy. Wow, another great hero. Okay, this looks very powerful. This looks very powerful indeed. Okay, Tolkath, give me the stables. Okay, is it the cape that gives me all level 3 spells? Wow. Okay. And a lightly guarded hero of level 5. And a starting box. And a learning stone. Okay. Probably shouldn't have picked up this box. Could have used it on the main hero for leveling up. Who is gonna be my main hero? I mean, Matha is super strong with his riders, but Grelak has higher potential with his plus 5% damage and plus X% damage every level, 10% basic attack damage, and 1% for every 2 levels. Okay. Powerful. Okay, this is a remote foothold, but I think the other road still leads to a town, and if we free up this hero over here, which does not sound like a very challenging endeavor, then we should be able to move towards our side town very quickly. What is the optimal play here? Yes. Oh, by the way, I was right. All tier 3 spells. Gotta do some scouting in this direction too. But the heroes are so amazing that it's hard to make choices. So let's say we sent Matha, stables, treasure chest, box, hero. Is this possible movement point wise? How many movement points do I still have? Still have 150. It looks very doable, although this dude is a logistics expert, so gotta remember that. Gotta remember that. So he started with 220. I mean, Tolkath can finalize the battle if needed. Healing water, not the best spell, but something. If Matha can also pick up a level and then fight, that would be even better. Pick up the learning stone, I mean. Okay, I think we got a plan. So let's get Radavok. Get the army. Wow, another 7 riders. We are at almost 40 riders on day 1. Plus a potential for getting more over here. Really great, really great. Stabling him up. Yes, I think we are, and we are moving him over to that side for the road. Yes. Okay. Maybe give us the observation and give us more gold. Excellent. Okay. Phoenixes is the name of this game. Tough battle. Tough battle. Another tough battle. Good box. But picking this up should be possible on max communion. Do I have enough movement points at this point to start? Oh, wait a second. Is it possible that this will be a dead end? I think we should check this out. No, it looks like the road continues. What's out here? Looks like the ore pit. Okay. If I go all in on the army, will I have enough for some extra heroes? Not so sure about it. Where do I get gold? So I can get a bit of gold here. Or if I don't pick this chest for experience. But I do want to get the experience. I need it for the fights ahead. Maybe just sending a hero over in this direction, hoping for some gold chests. Not stabling up sounds stupid. But I'm at just 3 euros. Okay, Grelak. Your stage. The stage is yours. Definitely want Grelak stabled up. Most definitely. Let's not misclick. Okay. Okay, you are reaching for some more resources. Fine. Okay, not a lot of gold you managed to bring. Not a lot. I think it's undead pets guarding this box and the House of Chains for the concubines. Only 4 heroes. But this is likely 5,000 gold, or it can be meat. I'm actually hoping, well, meat is always good, but in this particular case, I am actually hoping for some gold, I think. Because starting with only 4 heroes, that's devastating. Tolkath may be able to pick up another chest. So let's be very, very careful. Let's be very, very careful. We do need the stables and the riders. Okay, that's good. We do have a decent starting force. So maybe we can go easy on adding up to it. So let's say we only hire for like 1,000 gold. One more. Okay, this is gonna be our starting force. Now let's not make any poor movements. Let's not misclick anything. Okay, let's go. Let's go. And they'll level up. Yes. Logs. Do we take logs? Better safe than sorry. Let's take logs. Let's take logs. We'll have 125 more movement points. I'm just so desperate for gold. Do I want to spend another couple of movement points on this hero? It's not too many movement points wasted, so I'll take it. I think I should still be reaching. I will of course hate myself if I can't as a result of this choice. And we need to make sure our army is well placed. Normal battle. Oh, those are upgraded dudes. Those are upgraded dudes. Killed my entire army. I object. I object. I think just hiding out is the right way to go in this particular situation. Or maybe not, these guys are upgraded. But, I am losing on initiative, so have to do, you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm gonna take some losses. I'm gonna take some losses. I could protect my Rashoth, but I'd rather not. I'd rather take a hit on Rashoth in this case. And I probably don't need to sack these guys, so I'll just wait. Oh, okay, great. I am quite happy about what's going on right now. Don't need to take away the retail. I think I'll just skip. Kill. I'll almost kill. I think all in all, these losses were decent. Let's check out what we've got. Okay, 5k XP even. Defense for sure. Defense for sure. Advanced logs, yes. Expert logs, more expert communion. Let's start with expert logs. Back to town will be powerful. Okay. Didn't help us with the gold. Didn't help us with the gold. But we will get a free hero over here, and we still have enough for another hero. Okay. All is looking quite well. And I do have enough movement point. Everything is looking neat and nice. Let's go. level 6 Matha with expert logs, who can actually town portal back. Afterwards, I'm liking that, although this will just waste his mana. This will just waste his mana. Where do I want Matha to be? Probably here, so that the other hero can start moving out freely. Cool. Attack. Destroy. Let's do it without overwhelming losses. How many we kill? We kill half of them. So we will need to make sure we blockade them with 1 stacks. Or, yeah, just bait. I think that's easy. Let's hope he doesn't morale. Otherwise, we're all set. Okido. Easy fight, easy fight. Oh, great. Double attack. Who did we get? I'll take some minnows. I'll take some minnows. Oh well, release him, of course. Give him a rider so he doesn't need to suffer the penalties. And this is the guy which will have more movement points. Right, significantly more. So you go for the town. I would actually like this for my main army, but for now, well, this will do. Okay, go for it. Another interesting box. Another interesting box. Okay, almost reached. Almost reached. This is an easy battle for Matha. And I think I want to take it with Matha. Okay, another easy battle here. Could get ourselves some rush off reinforcements. So let's think. We'll get quite a few more rush off next turn. We do have this fight very, very difficult. And I think for this fight we want to free up this robe of enlightenment. Level 3 spells specifically for Twilight. So we get Twilight. With Twilight we can crush through this guard, no problemo. I would like to get to these buddies too. So how about Tolkath next turn goes ahead and reinforces our Angashoth riders, or maybe it doesn't even have to be Tolkath. It can be another hero which we will hire in a moment. Actually, another hero that we will hire in a moment needs to start traveling towards our other potential town. Okay, yes, that must be the plan. I will take Shade Spinner Una. Go fly. Cool. Powerful hero over here. Okay, so do you go and upgrade our riders? I think that should be the plan. You will have a level of Abyssal Communion next turn, and you are about to get some very, very juicy level ups. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. I like how this is shaping up. We do have a couple of phoenix dwellings, not dwellings, but creature banks. So this will give us heavy hitting, tanking stacks. Have powerful boxes. You have an artifact which is completely imbalanced. Okay, and I think Tolkath. Well, Tolkath needs to go here. Yes, he does. He does. He needs the learning stone, of course. Okay, he did not get upgrade on his logistics ability. That's okay. That's okay. Healing water, we'll keep it for now. Okay, go ahead and do this next turn. Let's go. Oh, you have more moves to make. Thanks. Thanks for notifying me, game. How about you? No more moves. Okay, next turn. Oh, someone still has moves. Oh, of course, our main. I think you will go for this battle. Or is it a good way of spending Matha's movement points? That's a good question. I mean, Tolkath could potentially break through this. Or even Devir, Son Devir. Wait, what? How can he be level 5? Ah, yeah, of course, I freed him from prison. Very crappy one, of course. Very, very crappy Devir. But level 5 anyways. With 6 minnows. 6 minnows. I see a hero over here. I wonder if that prison is protected or not. Okay, do you have any sort of gold seeking opportunities? So you'll pick up this. You'll get us some gold. You may get us some gold. You may get us some gold. Oh. So, if not here, where do we need Matha? Level 6 beast, stabled up with logistics, 280 movement points. Can he break through this? No. I think maybe this is where we need him? Maybe this is where we need him to go? All level 3 magic? Very well, maybe. Very well, maybe. And then Tolkath brings the army, and Devir, Son Devir frees up, liberates this area. I would like Tolkath to actually do the liberation. So maybe we'll hire another hero over here. Yeah. Let's not waste movement. We go here and we'll sort something out. Yeah, we'll take it with Tolkath. Stabled up logistics expert. Very good. Let's go. Let's go. You just pick up gold, buddy. Just pick up gold. Yeah, tons of gold. Thank you very much. Tons of gold. Maybe next turn. Maybe next turn. Okay, easy moves first. Oof, what have I done? What have I done? Okay, but we move first next turn. Let's try to survive the hit. Continue with the defensive stance or attack? Attack. Lost a few more, although could have lost just a couple, I think. Easy moves are done. Tough moves remain. Tough moves remain. Am I gonna be able to chain the army to Una this turn? Not with the amount of money I have. This game has not been very graceful in terms of granting me tons of money. You're not reaching Matha. A new hero probably would though. So if I go for Tavern Hero, Tavern plus Hero, they would reach. But I don't need this army. Or is there anyone that can give me gold? Okay, you can give me gold. You can give me gold. Can you give me a scroll too? Do I need this scroll? Maybe I don't. I need gold. I need gold. What's this? A large shadow. I will keep it for now. We'll keep it for now. Okay, so I can position you for transferring the army for capturing the town on turn 3 if needed. That sounds like a reasonable plan, reasonable enough. I don't think I have a better one. So if we are going, okay, we can also get ourselves a bit more resources by investing in beaches. Fine, this should give us enough for the Agashoth Rider upgrade. And I wanted to save as much as possible on Tolkath, on Tolkath's movement. So, how about we gamble? How about we gamble? What if the town over there is free? Yay! Check it out. The gamble played out. So now we have slots for 2 more heroes. So, give me one over here. Marl, sure. Why not? Marl, you go, buddy. Upgrade me the army. Upgrade me the army. But I don't have money for one more hero. How are we gonna deal with that? How are we gonna deal with that? Maybe we should send Mr. Devere San Devere on a gold picking journey. If we are lucky, this may be this may be another hero slot. Not a hero slot, but a prisoned hero. Yep, that's an option. This will leave us without the army from this town, but it may be okay, an okay compromise. I need another hero desperately for achieving my plans for Matha. Can I go through here? No, I cannot, so... pick up. There's money to be made, but there is a hero prison. And it's unclear if it's guarded or not. We do have enough for the other hero already, so let's make a bet. Let's make a bet. Okay, unguarded hero cage. Great. Great, great, great. So far, so good. So far, so good. Release the hero. Talaris the betrayed. Devere, son Devere could give us more money. Wonderful. And then we just get rid of him. I mean, he's level 5, sure, but he's complete crap. Talaris, on the other hand, she can give us some more resources on her way out. Cool. Looks interesting. Okay. And maybe it's some other hero that I will get rid of. Maybe Shade Spinner's Una is not needed anymore. Yep. Maybe that's the one we will get rid of. Gold mine. Let's take the camp and say goodbye. So far so good. Do we see anything here? It looks like a mercury mine. This, I just see a scroll, and I think it's kitten horns guarding this box and the Rashoth dwelling. Okay, now, do I want to keep this dude over here? Well, next turn he can still pick up some resources, so he's not completely useless yet. Oh, whereas Shade Spinner, well, she could still do a lot of valuable research. Talaris is decent. We are up to 6,000 gold, so far our shenanigans were not completely useless. Oh wow, fallen angel wings. Matha. Marl, how far can you reach? So with the stables you will be able to transition the army. And I can also buy some extra units now. Okay. I think I'll keep the Rashoth over here. Cool. So let's say you go over here, transition the army. Maybe I'll get rid of Marl and then pick up another hero for transferring the army back to Tolkath. That's not bad. That's not bad. Difficult battle. Difficult battle. Communion level 1 out of 3. No easy way of bumping up communion before this battle. Also, no good scrolls, I think. Just healing water, which is completely irrelevant. I could go with Matha over here for the communion level and then go for this fight and then town portal back. Could also go for extra riders. This fight is gonna be pretty nasty. But there isn't much we can do. Gotta take it. That was the plan all along. And then Matha will be set up for exploring this area. Right. Probably someone will take up this fight, clear up. Oh, can you get them to flee? Can you get them to flee? how much movement you will have. Okay, okay, okay. Because, okay, maybe things are not that horrible. So, let's say kills, gets, brings somewhere over here, another hero picks up, takes to the stables, hands over to Matha. Matha kills, picks up the well, brings the army over to Tolkath, and then goes back to town. How about that? Let's try. Let's hope they flee. They did not flee. But the good thing is Masterful Web. Masterful Web. And they have only 4 initiative. Okay, great. So I think the battle is ours. Let's just wait, let them come. Hit them. Just sack 1, rush off. Okay. Get some more charges. Get some more charges. Everything is looking very nicely. Nicey, nicey, nicey. Very, very nicey. Ah, you kill him with 1 shot. Good. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. Okay. Let's hope my plan was not completely mad. Someone will need to go now. I'm really sad about Una, but I think it's her turn to go. Get ourselves someone nice. Inari? Sure, why not? Sure, why not? Up a decent unit, ma'am. So far, so good. Upgrade. I don't have money. Ain't that great. How about now? How about now? Done. Probably don't need the Medusa. Okay. So she's reaching. She's reaching to Tolkath. Excellent. So here. Oh, she still has plenty of movement points. Cool. Coolio. Normal battle. Normal battle is better than any other type of battles. Let's okay, they've split into 2 stacks. That's a bit unfortunate. That's a bit unfortunate. But we should be fine. We should be fine. Hideout, healing water, in case we need it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay. Goodbye, Reshoth. Goodbye. Great, 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 great. I need as many focus charges as I can get. Uh-huh. Now, how do we do this? How do we do this? So I can double attack. I think I will be better off taking away the retail next turn, right? Right. So we do double attack, double swing. Or, no, wait a second. We do single swing now, and we do double attack next turn. Now we do double attack on you. 1, 11, 14, definitely 14, and definitely heroic strike the 11. Okay, excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Wait. 4-7. Kill. Well, get as close to killing as possible. I still have one in reserve, one dude in reserve. I have to attack. And I have to pray I don't lose too many. Okay. Haven't lost any yet. Okido. So far looking very promising. Yay. Okay. Alright. Well, 18 rush off, but for an artifact like this and for expert defense, oh my. Oh my goodness. So, what do we do next? Communion level 2. Can I take this battle? Or is it too crazy? I think it's too crazy. I think it is way too crazy. Talaris is unable to bring her army, unfortunately. Tolkath have 0 communion levels. By the way, if I pick up this well, I don't even need to back to town. Can probably just move. Okay, and you still have a bit of freedom in terms of movements. So how about you come a bit closer? Oh, Tolkath can get a bit of communion on this out of this fight before going into the battle with the spiders. I'm liking that idea. Okay. 33 more. Okay. 13 more. You cannot move any longer. Bang, bang. Ooh, and Tolkath will have all level 3 spells at his disposal. I'm liking that too. Okay. Here you go, you got the army at the super cool arty. You, my friend, got your mana restored and can start moving out. I mean, the only reason for Matha to visit the town is to get spells, but how about we cast level 3 magic? And from here he's definitely reaching. Oh. And from here, even more definitely reaching. Can pick up some of these fights on the way. Great. This is a lethal battle. Not... Oh, what the hell? I could have taken this fight without any problems, right? Right. Could have taken this fight. But maybe I can take it on Tolkath next turn. Yes. We'll take it on Tolkath next turn. Then you, my man, go and pick up some gold. Cool. Coolio. Coolio. Now, Tolkath. Your turn to shine. So let's say you pick up this fight. Pick up this fight. Get communion level. Destroy. Tell me you can do it. No, you cannot. Come on. Come on. How about like this and like this? Excellent. Communion level 1. Now, another easy battle. So we can get a bit of army before we go for this box, right? $50.99, it's still a lot. I would like a bit more of a buffer of Rashoth. So I can definitely get myself this fight done. This will bring me more communion on the Agashoth riders. Yeah, at least this fight. Let's do it. Destroy them, of course. And of course, I'm not going to lose any army. Come on. It's not the plan. Totally not the plan. We have 2 riders in reserve. I think we should be totally fine. Hit 1. Hit 2. Okay. Was close, but we did it. Advanced logistics or expert communion. I think actually communion for an extra max level, or yes, because after the next fight we will be at double communion for the next day. Yes. Communion level increases by 1 level in battle. Okay, I think now we are ready for the fight with the spiders. They shouldn't split into more than 1 stack. And I should be able to basically just protect myself with a Rashoth and then we kill them, right? Right. Could go for this fight, but maybe it's unnecessary. Another hero can do it. How many movement points? I'll still have 90 afterwards. So let's think, how about we destroy these buddies, hopefully without losses, with auto combat, which is cheating. This brings us our communion level to 4. Then next turn we take the box. Will I have enough movement points? So it's 208 movement points to get there. I'll have 260. From here I will, so here I spent 54 here. Oh, but I also need to beat the crap out of the bugs. But I will still have 56 movement points. Okay, that's fine. So I'm almost coming to the bugs. Next turn I destroy the bugs and take down these dudes. The only problem is that I need to make my army much more intimidating, so that these guys would only stack up into a single stack. Then I will be able to cast Twilight on them, right? Duration of 1 round, not a lot of duration. Not a lot of duration. But I think we are doing the right thing here. Okay, cool. Let's go. Let's go. Destroy. Accept. Great. Get the army replenished. Great. And we don't kill. We just position ourselves as conveniently as possible for the box. If it's experience, we'll be very lucky. Cool. Oh, wait a second. Did I not build anything this turn? Great, excellent. That's me. That's me. Okay, at least get a tavern. It crossed my mind. Maybe I shouldn't spend all the money just yet. Perfect. Oh well. It's okay. It's only day 2. We already have 2 castles. 1 level 3 hero, which is about to become a real beast. We have another hero, level 7 Matha, with expert defense for a moment, right? I think we are doing quite alright. Quite alright. Let's go. Let's go. Should I invest in gold production? No. Let's go. Okay. Man, can you finally give me some gold, okay? That's what you promised all along. That's what you've promised all along. Agashoth Stables. Agashoth Stables is good stuff. Good stuff. More gold. More gold. Not reaching. So let's pick up this pile. Let's take a look at what's out here. This must be a powerful scroll. Maybe something like Dimension Door. Yes, definitely Dimension Door or Town Portal. Something very powerful. Okido, okido. More experience, yes. Yes to more experience. Yes to more gold. Yes to more gold. Or can he bring the army? No, doesn't look like he can. Let him do his job. Let him do his job. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. We are at 9,000 gold. This gives us the ability to reinforce. It is turn 3. Let's think what we want to do in this town. I would say Mage Guild is the right thing to go. Definitely not the cultists. I mean, increasing our Agashoth Rider ranks is interesting, but maybe unnecessary. Although, on the other hand, getting control spells built up is. So let's go for. Well, maybe not. Let's not rush it. Or. So we will be getting Matastala the White over here, right? Or not? What are we going to be getting here? I I do have a couple of heroes already. I'll probably use Talaris the Betrayed to scout down. Right. I think having Matha here is not gonna be a bad idea. Having a native hero ready for some fights, maybe this fight eventually, and getting her leveled up. Yep. All of this looks interesting. Ooh, and by the way, is this the next fight for Tolketh? Might be. Might very well be. Okay. I think it's about time. Devere son Devere. We said goodbye to him. Alright. Alright. Before we jump into this battle, well, I think this battle we want to take on as is without additional troops. Yep, let's do it. Destroy them. Easy pickings. Sorcery is good stuff. Arcane magic. Not necessarily needed, but this could make Tolketh a powerful support. He would be able to cast Assemble several times. On the other hand, Advanced Logs, let's go. What do we have here? 5k gold, okay. Not bad. Not great, but not bad. Next, gotta deliver the army. Ethric or Matha. I think we decided on Matha. Let's get a few rush off. Leave a few in reserve. Is there any smart movement pattern we can achieve here? So let's say we have Inadi over here. Interesting. We have Marl over here. An interesting chain is forming. Rashoth, gold, cultists, hero. Potentially decent hero over here, although it's stacked up with a bunch of other stuff. This may be a better hero, actually. Oh wow, this may be a level 15. Can I take this battle? Full communion? Oh no, probably not. Probably not. This is difficult. But with these extra troops, maybe it's gonna be easier. So let's say we jump over here. Transition les armées. So that Talaris can basically move around in here and give us some intel first. Okay, that sounds nice. Actually, this may be a more optimal way. So let's say I move here, like so. 89 moves. 70. It doesn't really matter. Does not really matter. How we do it? Okay, fine. We do want this. So Talaris does reconnaissance first. And some gold picking too. I think I like this movement pattern. Yeah, I think we need to pick this all up. Definitely mercury. Definitely dust. Definitely dust. Okay, not bad. Nothing interesting here, except for the wings. Except for the wings. 12,000 remaining. I should have built the mage guild before leaving the town, though, with Matha. Oh well. Tough life, tough life. Let's build it anyways. Let's build it anyways. We don't forget. Unlock web. Must have. Now, can I do anything interesting with Matha? Not necessarily. I think I can move her over here to collect the resources, but on the other hand, I already have Grelek, the Betrayer, over here. I may want to move him here. So if we are breaking 115, then Grelek the Betrayed is very well positioned to be in this area. I don't see any reasonable way of pulling out the Angershoth Riders, although actually I see a way, because with our super cool new arty called Robe of Enlightenment gas reach spell, we have Assemble. That's right, can be cast twice a day. Yeah, and maybe actually getting arcane magic on Telkath could be a good idea. Anyways, moving on. Matha, transition the army, please, to this dude. Okay. Oh, wait a second. So, with this army, how is this battle looking? Normal. They may still split. Which will incur losses to us. Although not too much for the most important stacks, who will be communioned. Is there any additional meat, any additional cannon fodder I can get anywhere? In this town, I probably want to go Mage Guild. We got early start. Great. In this town, I probably will need a tavern. But we'll see. This does not look like a very simple battle, does it? But it has to be done. And we'll probably get richer out of it. Let's go. Let's go. Twilight. Only one round. Better than nothing. Oh, what about sleep? Although these magic creatures are probably not susceptible to sleep. Sleep also gives us just a single round. And extra 2 mana probably doesn't matter much. Right. However, I can still replenish it. Nothing prevents me from it. So let's do it. Let's go. Free this up on the way. Sure, why not? They will probably flee, or I can destroy them and get additional experience. Maybe I will get a level up. No, unlikely a level up, but at least I can destroy them. So let's do that. Let's get more experience. Is getting more experience a good idea? I think so. I think so. Let's go. We're leaving these buddies for more communion. I'm not short on ore just yet. Let's keep them here in case communion level will be needed. Okay, let's go. Let's go. I'm gonna save just in case. Battle. Okay, they did not split into too many stacks. That's amazing. That's amazing. So we twilight. We twilight. Can I sleep them? Sleep them for one round or twilight them for one round? No, I cannot sleep. This solves it. Twilight. Excellent. Unable to reach. Unable to reach. Who do we want to sack? Let's sack the infiltrators. Yep, we sack the infiltrators. Reduce the defense a little bit. Skip. Get a tad closer. Get a tad closer. Skip. Bait. Go. How many? How many? Taunt. Cave-in. Riposte. Song of Power. Resets the cooldowns. Firewall. Ooh, firewall looks interesting. So could put it here. How much damage? 90 magic damage. That's something. Oh, Carapace. Shackles. Yes, Shackles is good. Carapace is very good too. With Carapace I will be able to take away the retail from these guys. 15. How many riders will I lose? I have 10 in reserve. I think I'm good. I think I'm fine. And let's put Carapace on you. Right? And you'll take away the retail. Or I can as well. Yeah, sure. Wait. Oh, you move last? Who do we sack? Trogs. We have 10. We definitely don't want to lose the important guys, do we? We'll be able to reduce... No, wait a second. Initiative 7. You waited. Did he wait already? I don't remember him waiting, but his initiative is the highest, so probably he did. I definitely don't want to lose Minos. These guys are beasts. Trogs. This leaves Trogs, I guess. Wait. Strike. 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 Maybe spit. And maybe my Rashoth will survive a hit. No, let's save the Rashoth. fine. I'm totally fine. Nothing important was lost. A level up was gained. Expert logistics. Expert logistics, thaumaturgy, animal magic, no. Logistics, and back to town for sure. 15,000 gold, wow. Okay. So where do we want the army to go? Probably to Matha, right? Then he does some battling around, then he transfers the army, let's say, to Radavok. And Radavok is actually a good arcane magic expert. Is this what I think it is? I think yes. Looks suspiciously similar to this structure. So this is addition to our main power stack. Kido. Coolio. Pick up this stuff. Assemble. Is this the best thing to do? I'm just thinking maybe there is a more optimal way to set up this chain. Like I could potentially send the army to Marl. Let's say Marl picks up mistresses of chains, or concubines they're called. Maybe cleans up this learning stone, gets himself a bit more spell power. This battle is difficult still. This battle is difficult still. This is interesting, but very tough still. 2 shooters. Yeah, not without expert nightshade magic. Now I think send the army over to our main hero. Then the main hero picks up a level of communion here. Maybe takes the gold mine. Maybe takes the Black Tower, I don't know. I don't think this army will intimidate the dragon into 0 losses. Experience. Yeah, looks good. Do I have back to town? I do have back to town. Okay. So I would be able to maybe bring the army back here, and then we do some shenanigans. Cool. Could this be a mini? Oh, let's not take chances. Assemble. Bang. And maybe leave a truck behind. Fine. And you are strong, right? You are strong. Could take out a small thing here. So let's say I move all the way here. Take the mine. What next? Experience. Sure. Will I be at max communion? No, maybe not. I would like to be at max communion. With this battle, I might be. Oh no. Wasted movement points, unfortunately. Destroy. Accept. Communion level 2. Better than nothing. We have so much gold. Can still get here. can still get here. Expert defense. Lots, well, not lots of mana, only 30 actually. Only 30 mana. Oh, by the way, I gotta pick this up. If I go for the ritual pyre, what next? Next, I would need to jump back to town, which may not even be reachable. But if I move around a little bit, it would be. This battle is tough. I don't want to take it. Let's go. Let's go. More experience. How close are we? Yep. We will be getting a level up shortly. 89. If I go here... 84, 60... I think I would be reaching from here with back to town. Let's say here, 98 remaining here. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, we shouldn't be going here. Easy decisions. Maybe we can just attack from this angle. Let's go. Let's go. Even this is a normal battle. Now with Carapace, with expert defense, we should be absolutely fine. Do I say alright? I think so. Basic arcane or expert communion. I think we need abyssal communion more. Okido. Phoenix now. That's nice. That's nice. I could move here, but then I'm not reaching with back to town. And I certainly want to get back to town. So let's go here and pray that it's fine. And before I go back to town, I will transition the army. Where do I send the army? One of these two places, either to Radavok or to Bulwark, right? Right. Who is better? Lethal battle. Not taking it. This is interesting. Could be a nice spell. Easy battle. Easy battle. This could be a battle for us to pick up the level of communion before this fight. Right? I'm only at communion level 3 and no fights to be done, right? Right. This is a normal battle, interesting. But I'm not reaching. Okay, so I give you the army, what do you do? Kill these guys. Actually, can I reach from here? Can I reach from here? It's 18 squares, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18. Yeah, no. Not reaching for sure. So I will go here. Okay, back to town is enabled. If you get the army, what can you do? What are you guarding? Gems. Interesting. Gems. Marketplace. What are you guarding? Ooh. Is it Armor of Wonder or a Dragon Scale armor? That is good. That is good. Lethal battle. Normal battle. Even for Matha. How about we scout a little bit? Wouldn't that be a good idea? I think it would. I think it would be a good idea to scout. Oh, this is just Rashoth. I was certain it was Agashoth stables. Dang it. Am I reaching with assemble? Yes. For now I am. For now I am. Radavok, 30 mana. You'll be destroyed. Most certainly. You will get a bit of communion. You will be able to neutralize one of the stacks of archers, but that's about it. And if I give you the army, could send it over to Inadi. Inati, oh, by the way, this needs to be picked up. Inadi can move the army over here. What for? Nothing useful in here. Another pyre. We could get ourselves another set of Agashoth riders. So this looks interesting actually. So let's say transition the army over to Marl. Marl gives the army to Inadi. Inadi gives the army over to Grelak, the Betrayer. Grelak picks up the stables, brings the army back. Maybe even gives us Wormos. Wormos would be a good addition to our army, wouldn't it? I'm liking that. I'm liking that plan. And someone needs to pick up this battle. Maybe it's gonna be Matastala. Pick up the box. Maybe it's some Rashoth. Alrighty. And here we will build up. Okay, give me Rashoth from here. Great. Vortex armor, not very useful. Not very useful. Got more gold, do a bit of recon first. Let's do recon. Let's do recon. Okay, nothing interesting. Nothing interesting. Bang, 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 bang. Good. And back to town, rock. And we now have level 1 magic too. Excellent. Energize is available to us, not too bad. Here, a hero for more Rashoth, sure. Which hero do I dismiss then? Which hero do I dismiss? Don't want to dismiss you. Could dismiss you. Although, what if you find something useful? At last. Could dismiss Marl. Could dismiss Marl. So let's say Marl just transitions using magic to Inadi and then goes on the lookout in this area. And then we dismiss him. Sounds good. bang, bang, bang. No, you need a native unit for more movement points. Okay. Do some scouting, my man. Do some scouting. Lightning bolt. Good spell, but unfortunately you will need to go. Let's get a tavern. Let's get a hero. Some more rush off. Great. Start moving out. And Naughty. Pick up some goodies. Cool. And move towards this guy. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. You still have a few movement points remaining. Where do I need you? You probably can't get through any of these battles. Maybe you will take the battle with the dogs. Yeah. Or maybe it's gonna be a Nutty. We'll see. Okido, okido, okido. And Nutty can make one more move. Does she need to? Not sure. Can she take on Maria's altar? She might, right? Maybe Inadi? Yeah, I think I like the idea of Inadi actually going this direction. Yep. Can she take this battle? Easy battle. Easy battle. I should be able to bait these guys, shouldn't I? I think I should attack. No. Check this out. Check this out. So we basically take the defensive stance. We'll shackle the dude before attacking. Okay, cool. Cool. Shackle the dude. Shackled? Shackled. Great. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. No losses. Level up, sure. Another 54k gold. Not K, 100 gold. Cool. Oh, you gotta come back to town as well. Join your best buddy. Cool. Now we have both of the powerful heroes in town. I think we are set up for success. The only problem I see with the map as it stands is where the heck do I actually get the army? Where the heck do I actually get the army? There are a couple of boxes lying around. We'll see next turn. Okay, so day 4 began, and at this point we need to figure out how can we collect enough army in this round, in this turn, to be able to break on turn 5. Turn 4 and turn 5 are going to be most critical, and for breaking the Hive Queens we do need a hero with arcane magic, and as you just saw on the screen, Radivok is specializing in arcane magic. He already has the basic skill, so if we manage to get him 3-4 extra levels, he would get to the expert arcane magic. We would be able to get temporal traps for him, and send him towards the Hive Queens, devastating them. Now, we need to start sorting out our next steps. There are a couple of interesting boxes, and there is the Phoenix creature bank over here, so we need to decide whether it's a Tolketh or if it's gonna be what's his name, Matha, that will be taking down those dwellings. Tolketh is at level 5 now, Matha is level 8, so Matha is a better candidate for these shenanigans. Yeah, our army is with Enadi at this point, and the plan was to pick up some extra Agashoth riders with either her or Grelek the Betrayer. And it seems like Enadi is a better choice. We managed to get her mana up to 30, and now we can go and destroy the bugs. But before we jump to the bugs, we may want to get rid of the infiltrator's stack and potentially pick up money from the abandoned mansion. We could also take down Fawn warriors on the way and pick up Wormos from the carrion pile. And this sounds like a very solid plan. We will be improving our army. We would need to get rid of some of our existing units from the dungeon faction, which is totally acceptable. These are minor stacks like 10 Drogs, 8 Dancers. Well, 6 Minos is an army which we would not like to lose, but you know what? It is what it is. Sometimes you gotta make tough choices and tough decisions. Yeah, and I think I'm still deliberating in the game whether, whether it's worth it. But ultimately we have to go for the Fawn Warriors. Let's go. And this is an easy stack, no losses. Now the next battle is gonna be tougher. These bugs have double attack, they have relatively high initiative compared to our stacks, and Inadi does not yet have expert defense, or for that matter communion, because she is not a Schism hero. At the same time, she does have this Triumvirate strength that can potentially help us. She does have a strong army with her at this point. Well, strong is maybe an overstatement. Yes, there is a Phoenix. Yes, there is a very powerful stack of Agashoth riders, and we definitely need to use magic as creatively as possible to make sure we take as little losses as possible. And we need to keep 16 mana for assemble so that we could send the army back once the Agashoth riders are picked up from the dwelling. And we need to decide whether to attack on the left or on the right flank. It's probably going to be the left flank because this is how we would be able to preserve Rashoth. Most likely we will need to go for web here. There are some other good spells like Shackles or Carapace, but Carapace is not usable because this will leave us with only 12 mana, whereas we need 16 for assemble, and this most likely only leaves web as the option. Not an easy battle, and we would like to save as many troops as possible. Yeah, Carapace, not an option. Gotta go for web. Sleep will not affect these bugs. And we will want to web the bottom right stack so that it wouldn't reach our Rashoth, who are super valuable. And we will want to attack the bottom left stack with the riders, and we will want to attack the top left stack with a Phoenix, such that none of these stacks can reach our Rashoth, which is still a significant stack, but very vulnerable. Yeah, here I'm also thinking about maybe using the firewall, which could deal up to 180 damage to one of the stacks. Could be decent, but saving rush off is the way to go here. Yeah, maybe I should have attacked from a slightly different angle, so that this 7 stack, the top left stack of spiders, would not be able to reach rush off. But tough life, and this is where we are, losing our poor cultists. Nothing we can do about it. And at this point, the rest should be easy. Minos will probably hit this stack of 11. Rushoth can deal some damage and run away. Yeah, we want to get our shooters out of danger as much as we can. No reason to take any retail damage. And double strike. Great. So we only lost, well, we lost 8 cultists. It is significant. Expert defense, very important. With expert defense we have the 10% buffer on top of our regular unit stacks, and this makes upcoming fights significantly simpler. Plus we now have 3 Wurmos. This is a big army. They are powerful. They have 120 HP, tons of attack and defense. Basic Nightshade would be nice, but yeah, we did the right thing. We picked up Triumvirate Strength, 4 extra initiative. This was not a maxi, and I think we will try to reduce the losses as much as possible by taking the battle manually. Yeah, and now as you can see we have the 10%. We have the 10% buffer on top. Gotta make sure. We need to decide how to get rid of the whites. Whites are the nastiest unit here. Skellies are also nasty. They hit relatively hard. They do not suffer the melee penalty like the skeleton archers do. We do need to make sure we put some units in the vicinity of the adjacent to the skeleton archers, so that they wouldn't be able to shoot at our weaker stacks. And with the units we have, all of this is relatively simple. Minos, go... no, wait, sure. Gotta hide our shooters. Yeah, so far, very easy fight. The wraiths did not reach. Minos are destroying them. And this is a battle won without any casualties. Great. So let's take the last fight. So it's time for us to now clean up these bugs and get ourselves another 8 riders. Let's go. This is a minor army, should get auto-resolved. Expert Triumvirate Strength, obvious choice. Summon Avatar would be interesting if we were going for demon farming, but I didn't see any Abyssal Envoy dwellings or creature banks on this map. This means demon farming is not that useful. There was an Granchoth dwelling, if I recall correctly, but I don't know if we are actually getting to it or not. Now it's time for us to bring back the army, and this can be done with a assemble spell, which is completely overpowered. It allows us to do so many crazy things. We also need to think through other options. What do we do later? What do we do on turn 5? Can we, for instance, get one of the heroes, Inari or Grelek, the Betrayer, to set them up right near the break, so that once the break is destroyed, they can run into the desert, take the side town, and once the side town is taken, we can then start building additional heroes or hiring them and getting into the center. So if everything plays out well, we may be able to get into the center before the end of week 1. We'll see. In general, this looks like a super high tempo map thanks to the cloak of enlightenment, was it, which allowed us to get all level 3 spells. And in my opinion, level 1, level 3 and level 5 spells are the most powerful in this game so far. At level 1 we have the essentials like web, haste and initiative, early start. On level 3 we have things like twilight, like sleep, like assemble, which can be completely game changing. And on level 5 we just have completely overpowered spells like, let's say, Armageddon, Night Army. By the way, it was a difficult decision to get rid of the dancers, but it had to be done. It had to be done so that we could increase our Agashoth ranks. Agashoth Rider ranks, of course. Now, Grelek the Betrayer can transition the army further to another hero and then go towards the break. We will need to move the army towards Metastala. Had to move her a little closer to reach with the assemble spell. Replenish the mana and go towards the break. Let's go. Now, again, day 4. We are in day 4 right now, and we need to be super conscious about the next turns we will be taking. We have an option to pick up this Pandora box. We do not yet have any communion level on Metastala, if I recall correctly. Let's see. We'll let the army run, we will pick up the box, and we need to think if House of Chains is within our ability at this point or not. Again, there is no communion. They will shoot and they will start destroying our army. They will most likely shoot in at Rashoth. Ooh, basic arcane magic. So this gives us another opportunity for training an expert arcane mage that could potentially be used during the break. Okay, and since we got 5k XP, we may be able to get expert arcane right away. But unfortunately this did not happen, and this means we need another couple of level ups before Metastala can become an expert arcane mage. And now we are searching for those opportunities for gaining this experience. There are a few bugs here and there. The amount of experience we can get from them is relatively minor. Metastala also doesn't have a lot of magic, not magic but mana left, and she still needs to use the assemble spell, which is 16 mana points, to transition the army over to the next hero. And she only has 20 mana, so after losing 16 mana, will she even have enough for the temporal traps? Temporal traps do not use a lot of mana, plus with expert arcane I think it will be down to like 5 mana points, so we should be fine. And assemble only takes 13 spell points with advanced arcane, so we're not completely lost here, but it's very close, very tight. And going going towards the break with Matha using the roundabout style through the mana well. It's not a very good idea because all the experience grabbing opportunities are already gone on that side of the map. So most likely we just need to go for the roaches, if that's how they are called. I need to learn the name of this kind of units. Let me actually look it up. Olden Era wiki. Hive units. Yeah, the Hive faction is heavily inspired by the Zerg here. Very heavily. They're called locusts. The base version is called locust. And then there are harvester locusts. Those are more of an attacking variation with higher speed and initiative. And then there is the overgrown locust, which is more of a defensive style unit, has more defense but lower initiative. Well, actually same initiative as the harvester, but lower speed, but also has higher HP. Overgrown locusts, which you see towards the right part, they have 16 HP, whereas the harvester locusts, they are 12 HP only. Same as the base version, which is just locusts. And then we also need to make a decision, do we want to try going for the House of Chains for recruiting some concubines to get some more experience on Matha. 300 experience could get her over the level up line relatively easily, and I think there should be 300 XP in the concubine dwelling if we go for it. But I'm really not convinced we should be doing this. It's just gonna lead to unnecessary losses. Yeah, 14 concubines. We're gonna lose 20 rush off. Let's not do it. Let's not do it. Time to make a decision. Time to make a decision. The other thing we can do once we transition the army is to start picking up resources and other goodies near our side castle on the east side. The hero could go through the dragon tower and land with the liches. Talaris the Betrayed, let's make a move with her. It's an easy move. We pick up resources and we land nearby the mansion, the abandoned mansion, and the boxes with guarded by the liches. This lich fight will not be so hard. It may be hard on Talaris, but in general it won't be a very hard fight thanks to the Twilight spell. As long as our army is intimidating enough that the liches assemble into a single stack. If there are two stacks, then we are dead in the water, basically. Yeah, we'll probably want to take the fight with the liches using Duvri. Not Duvri, Tulketh. And Matha will take care of extra phoenixes for us, as well as he will pick up the box that is lying around above the phoenix creature bank. And we will want Inati to get closer potentially to the break. On the other hand, Inati can get herself leveled up more strongly. As you can see, there is this library of enlightenment, or however the building is called, which can give her up to 6,000 experience if she is able to deal with the Grand Shoths. And once she gains this experience, maybe Enadi will be the one that will do the final break, because getting all our main heroes towards the Hive Queens is not going to be easy by the end of the next turn. And I don't think we will be breaking on turn 4. I think we will be breaking on turn 5 if everything goes as planned, and if we are able to collect the army that is enough for doing something reasonable in the center. Yeah, Matha, it's a real gamble to get her to Expert Arcane, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Time to move, time to make a decision. Definitely not going for the well. Need to go through the locusts, get a bit of a level of communion, get some more experience, hope for a level up. And then she should be reaching with the assemble spell from there. Destroying them, level up is there, and we did not get lucky. We got offered Abyssal Communion and Tactics, but unfortunately we did not get the Expert Arcane. We need to see if we are reaching with Assemble. We are, thanks to the fact that she is an Arcane Magic Specialist. The radius multiplier for the Assemble spell is much higher, and now we are making sure that Matha is the one that we will be exchanging with by calling Assemble. Click. And this is where some sort of a bug happened, because instead of interacting with Matha, we got to interact with Tolkath, who was staying in the inside the town rather than outside. And as a result, I unfortunately had to lose a couple of dungeon units, which is okay. We can definitely live with that. Now, let's move. Let's go to the next battle. And the next major battle is against the Griffin and the Marksman. We should be able to deal with them. I don't think our army is strong enough for the cheating auto combat to start auto-resolving that fight without losses. Once we get the Phoenixes, I think we will start getting Black Towers for free. And the battle against the Griffin and the Marksman is going to be a bit painful. We will have to use mana to take it. 50 Marksman is no joke. They shoot without penalty towards our back rank, and we only have 40 mana points on Matha at this point. This is not high. This is not high. The good thing is that we do have expert defense and a level of communion already, and by the time we attack the Phoenix creature bank, we will have communion level 3, which is a lot of extra units. Let's go. Okay, and by the way, we did something very, very stupid, as you can notice. We did not upgrade our extra Angashoth riders. This will cost me some money to bring them back and forth to the main tower for the town for the upgrade. Oof, and the stack of Griffins is serious. 39 Griffins is no joke. First things first, definitely go for Twilight or Sleep. Sleep is cheaper, so let's conserve some mana here. Let's put our Marksman to sleep. It will last for only one round. Again, our heroes are still relatively powerless. Only level 8 is it on Matha, I think. And Matha is a warrior, so spell power is low. Mana pool is small, but we do have enough to take one hit. We do have enough extra Agashoth Riders, and we can finish the Griffins off, most likely. And we will finish off. Yeah, we'll finish them off with the Agashoth Riders, and we should be able to deal with the marksman using our Wormos and the Phoenixes. And maybe the last swing from the Riders. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, good battle. Done deal. Let's speed up our units a little bit. Okay, now we need to figure out how to get the extra 8 Agashoth Riders upgraded before the fight for the extra Phoenixes. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Perhaps Ethric can be the one to actually bring the army over. How can we do this? We need to decide what do we do with Radavok. One option for Radavok would be to go for the box on the top side. The other option for Radavok would be to start earning experience a little bit to the south, so taking out the Stinging Rashoth, taking the Learning Stone, then dealing with a what is the name of these little things? Gnats. Yeah, so kicking off the Gnats, which are guarding the concubine dwelling, and then go to the east towards the break, because most likely it is Radavok that will be our expert arcane mage who will set up the temporal traps and break through the Hive Queens to the desert. And in the meantime, we need to calculate if Ethric can deliver his army all the way to Mr. Matha, bring it, well, first of all, take off the riders of Matha, give him extra Rashoth, then move this army to the main town, upgrade, and then using the assemble spell, transition the upgraded dudes to our main hero. Great. Assemble. Transition. Perfect. Get yourself an extra Rashoth. Don't forget to transfer the cape. We will need it on the main hero. Okay, let's go. Let's go. And we need to be sure not to take the traveling circus just yet, because all our skills are maxed out, and if you try visiting the traveling circus with all the skills maxed out, you will basically forfeit the benefit of the circus. It will be marked as visited, and none of your skills will get an extra level. So let's hope that Matha will level up after the fight with these guys. By the way, what's their name? Let's look it up in the wiki. They are tier 4 from the Sylvan faction, right? No, they are tier 5 from Sylvan. So they are called Herbomancers. Herbomancer is the basic version, 65 health. That's serious business. Although not the highest for a tier 5. For instance, Cavalry from the Temple faction has 85, if I recall correctly. But these guys are super annoying. They have very annoying skills, and I can imagine that they will be a pain to battle against. And then the upgraded versions are Sporemancers and Murmurmancers. Both have 8 initiative, and Sporemancers are also faster with 5 speed, and a very high attack and defense. They are a real pain. They are a real pain. And this mushroom magic is super nasty too. The mushroom magic that they have. Now, we need to decide who do we hit first. I think we will attack on the right side of the battlefield. We do have 26 mana, and with Matha we can go a little bit more liberal with mana points. He is a logistics expert with a back to town spell, so we do not need to save 16 mana for assemble. We can instead go back to town. This means we can spend up to 20 mana points. Still, gotta remember that there is one more fight that we'll need to take. And early start on Rashoth sounds like a good idea. This will allow them to land the first hit. This will also allow them to get out of the harm's way and move towards the right side of the map. Okay. We definitely want to deal with the high initiative dudes first. Yikes. Our Rashoth, our poor Rashoth. Giving them initiative didn't help that much. Okay, Minotaurs. Who cares about them? No one. Let's just take swings at the guys that already do not have a retell. Great morale. That's what Minotaurs are famous for. Let's continue swinging, getting more focus points, and moving away our troops from the left side of the battlefield. Next round begins. We gotta decide what's the best way of using the focus points. Yeah, the Phoenix ability is not gonna help us much, and it costs a fortune. I think it costs like 3 focus charges. We don't want to do this. We'll probably want to use a heroic strike and then double attack on the Akashoth riders to deal as much damage as we can. Probably heroic strike on the Sporemancer, the single one, so that we don't need to bother with him anymore. Yep, like that. Next, swing at the... how are they called? Herbomancers. Yeah, probably deal with the Herbomancers. Stay away from the other stack of the Herbomancers for now. Maybe one swing at these guys, the upgraded stack, and then the second swing on Herbomancers so that we stay out of reach from the 12 folks stack. Great. Our Rashoth, our poor Rashoth. Oof, we are losing so much here. But what can you do? What can you do? Next round it will be over. Next round we should be able to finish off the Herbomancers and get ourselves 2 more Phoenixes. So this will make the Phoenix stack really strong. We need to heroic strike. We still have enough extra units on the Akashoth Rider stack. Great. Pretty much done. Okay, no losses. No losses from the cultists. Very sad that we had to lose so many Rashoth, but it was inevitable. And trading 40 Rashoth. Oof. Yeah, the choice of skills. I will take tactics for sure, and we'll hope for a better skill down the line. Let's go for the Black Tower. Now it should be takeable without losses. Now it should be auto-resolvable. Level 10 hero, 55 riders. pretty decent level of communion plus defense. We may even be able to hold a breath from the dragon, even if you were fighting for real. So things are looking quite alright. The tactics skill will help us in the future for dealing with the pesky shooters. Yeah, as mentioned, nothing lost. Now we need to go against these buddies. Can we also take the abandoned mansion? I think we might have enough movement points. Yeah, we definitely gotta go for it. We will be able to replenish a few cultists after the fight. That's gonna be neat. Let's go. Attack. This is a relatively large mansion, but I think we should be able to deal with it after splitting the rider's stack. And 2 rush off lost. I'm totally fine with that. Gotta make sure we assemble the Angershoth riders back into a single stack. I hope we'll not forget a 1 stack. We still have a little bit of mana, but not enough for Twilight or Sleep, and Sleep will not affect those Sylvan units. They are not abominations, but how are they called? Aqualot. They are embodiments. They are embodiments, so they cannot be targeted with Sleep. Yeah, not an easy fight. Not gonna be an easy fight, but we gotta take it. It's part of the strategy. We are getting closer to the final battle. We are getting closer to turn 5, and on turn 5 we will be able to do crazy things. Real crazy. By the way, we are up to 4 law points, but I think at this point in the game I forgot to spend them. Maybe I could have buffed up my spell power to make some of my spells more efficient. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, interesting choice. Deciding to discard the Minotaurs, but they were ruining our morale potentially, so it was a good idea, I think, to get rid of them. Let's see how this battle folds out. We'll need to take a hit from the Aqualots, and we'll need to let them come to us first, and then we'll attack. Cannot use Twilight, otherwise there won't be enough for coming back. Shackles is good. Shackles is good. Early start is pretty good as well. And 53 Fawn Warriors is also a force I wouldn't want to face. They have the ability of doing a lot of damage. They can also speed themselves up and reach further. Yeah, the choice of magic in this particular battle is very important. Firewall could be a thing, but our spell power is very, very low. Yeah, had our spell power been higher, we would have been able to do a lot of the damage. Cave in, thick hide, all of these are interesting. All of these are interesting choices. I think we'll have to wait. I think we'll have to wait. Let them come closer, and then we decide which spell to use. So thick hide on the riders, our most precious stack. Now we start gaining focus points, but this may actually play against us. If we get enough focus points for the other guys, for our opponent, then they will be able to haste the Fawn Warriors, which may be able to reach us afterwards. We'll see. Oof. And this is... No, so far so good. So far so good. Let's attack. But we shouldn't attack with the Wormos against the Eriads, because these Eriads, they have these spikes which cause one unit to always die when it attacks them. It's okay for us to lose a rider here and there. We already used our Icy Breath attack. Let's destroy the Aqualots. No, Aqualotls. Aqualotls. Okay, we did destroy the Eriads. Now, yeah, and this is where I am making a huge mistake. I forgot that the Fawn Warriors have the ability of parry, which means they retaliate before we attacked them and reduced their stack numbers, so we lost a Wormos. That was a painful loss, very unfortunate, but again, we gotta level up. Basic intelligence is very good, learning high tier spells easily, plus increasing our mana, which was a challenge before, and 18,000 experience. This is crazy. That's a lot of experience, and our hero is already so high level. It's up to level 14 now, with expert intelligence, with extra mana, and with expert offense. So Matha, expert defense, expert offense, logistics, very powerful, very powerful. And now we are using the law points a bit stupidly. Should have buffed up our Agashoth riders, but you know, it is what it is. Time to teleport back home. Time to get rid of Ethric, who is not needed for anything anymore. And time to start playing on the right side of the map, most likely. Back to town. Army over to Tolkath. What are we gonna do with Tolkath? I think we're gonna go up, right? I don't think we are quite ready for taking on the fight against the Liches just yet with Tolkath. Although no, I think we are. I think we are ready. And we have to do that fight. But maybe first we can transition the army over to the north, so that we can free up a couple of heroes, get ourselves extra Wormos. Yep, that's better. And then we will end the turn by fighting against the Liches. Yeah, so far the playthrough is looking super powerful. I mean, day 4, it's just day 4, and we are about to amass a very, very significant army. The boxes on the northeastern side are hard to reach without flight, and I don't think we have flight just yet. I don't think we have managed to unlock it on day 4. It will probably become available to us on day 5 though. And we definitely need to level up Redevok to Expert Arcane. I think he's gonna be our only hope. And then we go for the Liches. Okay, Tolkath gets all the army. And maybe Tolkath can transition the army over to Ethric so that Ethric can use his mana for the extra movement, for the extra assembly. Oh, and by the way, we should be able to build involuntary summons in our capital for another 8 Agashoth riders. It's a bit expensive, but we also have a whopping 37,000 gold right now. So should be able to afford it. And we can build a few mage guilds in other towns to get some useful spells and to get additional levels of control spells. We will unlock temporal spheres, which are part of our strategy for the next turn. Great. Mage guilds are constructed. Involuntary summons for extra Agashoth riders. Let's go for it. We don't have any other good options for external hiring. Like we didn't get Grand Shoth, we didn't get, well, actually maybe if we took concubines, bringing extra concubines could have been more powerful than bringing extra Agashoth riders. Yeah, and there were no abyssal envoy dwellings, so portal of summons, or what was it, summoning involuntary summons. We used the best we can, the best we could. Yeah, as you can see, this battle is still normal, so they may split into too many stacks. It's too dangerous to attack just yet. Too dangerous to attack just yet. Once Tolkath delivers the army to this north part of the map near the liches, we could start using this army by transitioning it to Talaris, so that Talaris could do some fighting for us as well. But first things first, we definitely need to transition the army to the south. And I think we did a stupid thing by firing Mr. Athric too early. He had mana pool to transition the army over. Oh well, we'll use Aiden. We will use Aiden. Let's go. But I can tell you guys, this map is absolutely stunning. We got stables right by the town. We got logistics on our both main heroes. We got this Cape of Enlightenment, completely overpowered artifact. Oh, shouldn't I have transitioned the extra Rushoth? Yeah, it was a bit stupid that I didn't do that. I'll do it later in the playthrough. I will. I think we should take plus 30% on healing. No? Plus 4 spell power? Sure. Now, gotta take another hero in the top left town. And for that, some hero needs to be dismissed, and that's probably gonna be Talaris. That's probably gonna be Talaris, the Betrayer. I need to read his bio at some point. Is it his or her? Yeah, I'll need to check that as well. The gender of the Talaris hero. Aiden, for instance, I always thought it's a girl by looking at it, at the portrait, but it actually turned out to be a dude. Talaris, no idea if it's a girl or a boy. It would be logical for Talaris to be a girl. She looks like an Onyx dancer. So we did transition the Rushoth finally. Now we cannot get rid of Enati. Yeah, either Matastala or Talaris, and Talaris is the most obvious choice. Pick up some gold and say goodbye. Pick up a lot of gold actually. Nice boots. We won't get them in this game, unfortunately. Nice boots, nice box. Maybe I actually should have. I think there was an option for me to take them in this game. I think I missed this opportunity down the line, but it is what it is. Okay, now we got an additional hero that can pick up the extra warmos for us. Fantastic. Yep, he is reaching comfortably. Aiden can send the army to him using the assemble spell. We still have 24,000 gold. And we do have 2 prisons. 2 powerful prisons. Which will give us heroes that can learn spells like Town Portal. Or potentially even Dimension Door. These control spells are paramount, especially once you get to the center. So that after... to the desert, so that after you've conquered the side town in the desert, you can set up several gates of light to get to the central town. Okay, Aiden, let's do some trading. Let's get ourselves a bit more gold. We won't need raw materials, or at least that high of an amount of raw materials. We will need a few gems. We will need a few crystal for some of the spell upgrades and mage guild upgrades. Probably could have sold a few mercury items. Send out the army. Done. Time to take the fight. Time to take the fight. Oof, 5099 of Iriads. Nasty battle. But we have to take it. We just have to take it. And it will probably mean losing a couple of Agashoth riders. Unless they run away from us, which would be real nice. Which would be real nice. Yeah, decisions like this are hard when you basically deliberately need to say, I am gonna sacrifice part of my heaviest heating stack. And it was such a relief when they ran. Amazing. Leon Sticky Fingers. He is a scout which is able to traverse any terrain without penalties. Very good for our use case. But to free him, we need to get rid of a hero. Easy choice. Aiden is without mana and without movement points now. Now, should we take some meat with us? Yeah, we probably need to take the fight with Leon Sticky Fingers, a higher tiered, significantly higher tiered hero. We'll use some of the castle meat and try to preserve our native fodder. 30 mana is not much. We'll need to make sure that we preserve some mana for assemble. Let's go. Easy battle. Decent losses. We'll take them. We'll take them. We sacrificed the castle meat. Totally fine with that. Exactly what I was hoping for. And we'll keep the griffins. They have high initiative. They can be useful in the upcoming battles. And the hope now is that we can start taking concubine dwellings with auto combat without taking any losses. The fight against the riders is not going to be the easiest, but they should place themselves into a single stack, we should be able to slow them down, hopefully accumulate enough focus charges for an icy breath on our own stack of Hungershoth riders. Should be a doable battle. Should be a doable battle. Let's go. Let's go. Oof, so they've split into 2 stacks. Not good. We'll figure something out. We have to. We have to. And we need to preserve our riders as much as we can. Our stack of phoenixes has become quite strong, able to destroy up to 15 riders in one go. Web is powerful here. With web we should be able to take down these stacks one after another. We will need to let them come closer once again to increase the distance between the stacks. And we will likely... no. Let's go, let's go, let's go. And we will likely wanna... we'll have to skip the turn with the Wormos. We will sack the Griffin for retaliation. Now we can start dealing damage. Let's go. Let's go. Great. No losses so far. We will attack the other stack next turn, right? Yes. Yeah, next turn is gonna be harsh. Next turn is gonna be harsh. Can our phoenixes hold the retail? Oops. And we did spend all our mana now. This means assemble is not available to Leon Sticky Fingers anymore. But on the bright side, we did save the majority of our army. Except for 4 Rushoths, or, well, a bit more. It is what it is. 6 Rushoth, 1 Griffin, totally available, totally acceptable losses. We should be able to get concubines without a battle auto-resolved. Yep, great. Gotta free up some space in the army. And we get another hero. Julius. Juicy Julius. Who can pick up extra phoenixes for us. Extra 1 phoenix actually, because it's a mini. Juicy Julius, Juicy Julius. Give the army to Julius and head for the Phoenix. That's probably the best approach we can go for. Investing some law points is a good idea, and we finally can do the right investment, finally buff up our main heavy hitter stack. What shall we do next? Do we need to prepare for anything? Our break is becoming difficult now, not impossible, that's great. Although it will be very important to come into this battle with as few units as possible so that the Hive Queens split themselves into as many stacks as possible. This will be critical for the temporal trap strategy. Yeah, and we'll want to keep the native units with Leon's sticky fingers, same as in the previous round, and feed the castle cannon fodder to phoenixes, or rather sporomancers. Yeah, as you can see, Julius is not a very powerful hero. He got primal magic, maybe we'll get use of it. He has avatar, sorcery. It's really annoying when there are a bunch of non-maxed out skills on a hero that you free up from a prison. It's also quite annoying when basically the sub-skills that got randomly picked for the prison hero are not the ones you would normally pick. There is a special building, a special structure on the map which allows you to redistribute skills, and in such case, if you find something like this, having a level 15 hero go into it is a blessing. Like, we can create super powerful heroes. And as you can see, now our army is big enough that we start getting a lot of combats auto-resolved without losses. Yeah, of course not this one, and we do need to go in because losing Agashoth Riders is not an option. And it's a mini. So these Sporomancer dudes are not really... Well, these are actually non-upgraded, so they are Herbomancers. So they are not scary at all. They're not scary at all. We will go for the right side as usual. We will place our fast units on the left side. They will reach anyways. We will sack the crossbowmen. We will let the swordsman take a swing or two at the... not sporomancers, herbomancers. I need to learn the name of this unit. And with Julius, by the way, we have a lot of mana, so we have a lot of options how to deal damage. And Cave In does 210 magic damage. That's significant. I think this can bring down like three of the Herbomancers for us. Yep. They have 65 health, so 210 amounts to 3. And plus it will lock them down, so casting them on a stack on the left side of the map will be very, very useful. Because it means that we will be able to take down those Herbomancers one at a time once they start reaching our main forces, which will be attacking on the right side. Gotta make a choice. By the way, Firewall could also be a decent option in this particular case, because Herbomancers would probably move in a straight line, so we could potentially predict their movement pattern and maximize the damage output of the Firewall. But I decided to go for Cave In, do some decent amount of damage, and prevent Herbomancers from advancing towards our troops. And in the meantime, we start decimating enemy forces on the right side. Heroic Strike will allow us to avoid any sort of retaliations, and our Wurmos will finish off this lonely one stack. I think shooting here with concubines may not have been the optimal choice, and maybe moving them out would have been better. This allows us to save the crossbowmen. Something really strange happened here, so somehow I was allowed to move 2 of my crossbowmen and then they disappeared. Oh, actually I think I know what happened. I think it was this skill, the ascension skill from the castle. Okay, and now it's easy pickings, just nom nom nom, hit 1, hit 2, and we are done. And we picked up an extra phoenix at a cost of 11 crossbowmen, which we never really needed. Now we will want to maximize the amount of usefulness that we will get from Mr. Julius. We'll pick up as many resources as we can, take on this bank. I need to remember the name of it, but it will give us some money and mercury, and that is it. We've done all we could. Now it's time to transfer our forces to the next hero and move forward with the game. Yeah, definitely keep castle troops. I should be calling them temple. It's just the old habits from the Heroes 3 days are really hard to get rid of. Old habits die hard. Coolio. 7 griffins are going to be helpful. The only problem I see with our current army composition is that we have troops from 4 factions, so morale can be really annoying. Or miss morale, rather. We'll hope that it doesn't affect our battles. Now we try to see if Leon Sticky Fingers can do anything useful. The problem with Leon Sticky Fingers is that he is left with only 10 mana, so he cannot cast Assemble, and it means we will need to get another hero to pass on the troops all the way to Radivok, so that Radivok can start accomplishing his duty of becoming our arcane magic champion. And getting another hero will mean getting rid of one more hero. And that, my friends, is going to be the Matha. She was supposed to be our backup arcane champ, but guess what? It wasn't meant to happen. And she's the only hero I am ready to sacrifice at this point. Level 6, pretty good. Can put on a Gate of Light. Gate of Light becomes available at level 6. But to put it on, she would need to basically have enough mana to cast it, and I don't think that with 20 mana she can do it. Radivok has a much higher potential for us right now, and he still has movement points, which means he can still pick up more law points for us and potentially pick up concubines. Yep, tough choices had to be made, and Matha is a goner. Now we can get ourselves another hero, Clarissa or Devere, probably Devere, a level 5 dude with more mana, more experience. He'll need to have a native unit for ensuring movement without penalties. Actually, no, he does not need that, since he will be moving alongside the road to meet Leon Sticky Fingers. Now, we probably want to pick up the alchemical dust and other resources that are lying near it, and we will want to place Leon Sticky Fingers in the castle so that he can learn some of the great control spells in the coming day, in the coming turn. He is level 11 now, and this means he will be able to pick up the Town Portal spell. So he will be able to Town Portal next turn. The problem with Leon Sticky Fingers is that he only has 30 mana, and that, mind it, on level 11. Really annoying. So let's say he casts Town Portal, he teleports to the capital, but then he only has 8 mana left. He cannot speed up our other heroes or help them in any way. He cannot put on a Gate of Light or anything like this. But there is a solution to this. Yep, destroy, get free experience and free law points, pick up 30 pieces of alchemical dust, and transfer the army to Radivok. And at this point, Radivok can go ahead and do some cool stuff. And I think the cool stuff is picking up concubines. Concubines will increase our army strength, plus we have 2 more concubine dwellings in the eastern part of the map, and this will mean 12 concubines. a somewhat decent stack that can deal some damage from afar, definitely attack, definitely pick up an extra level. We were not lucky here. We got Communion, and we got our 3 concubines. Next turn, or no, this turn, still this turn, we will be able to level Radivok up without any problems. We will also pick up some resources on the way, which is great. Give us a little... oh, we already visited this mill. Free battle. Pick up gems first, I think, before going for the battle. We have a couple of movement points left. Great. Attack. Destroy. This will be a tougher fight, and we cannot afford losing 22 of our precious Rashoth. Well, not so precious, they are fodder. But still, losing this fodder later rather than sooner is a good idea. And with 4 phoenixes, with 71 Agashoth Tamers, we are able to do some damage. Now, Radivok is a strong caster, but he only has 30 mana, and we need to remember that he needs to save the mana for the next turn. Next turn he will need temporal traps to be cast, so we will need to fight without mana this turn. We'll let the Agashoth Riders, I need to remember what's the name of this upgrade, but we'll let them come forward. It is scary to try and attack them with a Wormos, so we will go and attack with the Tamers, I think. And we'll have to wait with casting any spells. Let me see what's the name of this other upgrade of Agashoth Riders. I'm opening the wiki in the meantime while the video is playing. Phoenixes will definitely be able to hold a retail. What I'm scared about is after I attack the riders, or the upgraded ones, how do I then deal with the unupgraded stack, which will be quite close to me afterwards. Not an easy choice, not an easy choice. We could sack the griffins here, take away the retail so that the buffer remains on top of my Agashoth Tamers. That's what I decided to do. Now we can attack. Now we can attack again, and then make a follow-up hit with the Tamers. Yeah, that's a safe attack, or relatively safe. Gotta be careful. Unfortunately, we are 1 focus point short of being able to land a double attack, but a double attack should not be critical at this point. Our Wormos will be able to destroy the upgraded stack. And let me see what's the name of the upgraded stack finally. So they are Agashoth Matha. Matha is the name. So they're kind of siblings. Cool. And we managed to get offense, and we managed to get expert arcane magic. Amazing. Amazing results. Now we need to make sure we transfer the army back to our main heroes. Or we only have 1 main hero that has any movement points left. That is Tolketh. Remember how it was scary for us to try and attack the Liches with Tolketh before, at the beginning of turn 4, at the beginning of day 4, but now our army has grown. We now have 8 Wormos, we now have 4 Phoenixes, we have 6 concubines. At this point, the attack seems very, very reasonable. And we will have to spend a bit of mana on assemble here. That is totally fine. That is totally fine, because the temporal traps are gonna cost like 5 mana to an expert. And as you can see, Radivok is comfortably reaching. We still need to decide who will do the break, but it seems like it will be possible to do the break with Matha. And next turn we also will be able to clean up the right side of the map with our other heroes. We still have 34,000 gold. This means we will be allowed to do quite a bit of hiring and dismissing of heroes to make sure as much is being picked up as possible. There's still quite a bit of biome left unfarmed at this point, especially on the western side, but the eastern side we should be able to take. And by the way, take a look at these fallen angel wings. They are so nice. Would love to get them, but we will need to figure something out. We will need to get one more hero somehow. At the same time, there are no heroes we can easily dismiss, it seems. Although no, we have one. We have Devere Son Devere, right? Right. And we will dismiss him. We will hire someone in the eastern town and bring that someone closer to our main heroes, so that we can start doing some shenanigans on the eastern side of the map. And Matha can be a hero that actually does the break. If we create some gates of light, if we will be in a very good shape. And also we need to hope that a town portal will be available to us next turn, and it should be very, very much doable. So let's see, is it time to attack the liches? We can pick up a level of communion by fighting the crossbowmen. They should be easy pickings for us, and even if they decide to flee, we will fight, and the cheating auto combat will allow us to win without any losses. Now Tolketh is at the maximum communion level. Now the fight with the liches does not look as scary as before. It's also showing up as an easy fight for us. Let's go. Let's go. I don't remember what kind of other decisions I was contemplating at this point, like who would take on the Phoenix Phoenix Creature Bank, but that can all be sorted out. We are about to finish one of the most important turns of this game. As you can see, days 1, 2 and 3 are not taking a lot of time because we are still poor. We do not have a lot of control spells, but day 4 is critical. And as you can see, I decided not to take any chances with fighting the liches. I let them run. I got 12,000 experience. This brings Tolketh to the point where he can cast Town Portal. He gets absolutely amazing skills, and another 6,000 experience. He gets advanced offense. Amazing. I typically take shields, and now I need to make a decision whether to go back or to pick up an extra point of spell power. Taking a point of spell power seems risky here because I was planning to go back to town using this logistics spell, and if I take the extra spell point from the ring of something, I may not be reaching the town. So it's way too risky, and ultimately I think I decide to forfeit the spell power and to jump, and to get as close as possible to the main city of ours, and just do back to town. Back to town has a range of 18 squares. What is unclear to me is like which exact square is being counted towards this range, because very often I see that the entrance, The gate of the town is within the 18 squares, but I still cannot use the spell to get back to town, which is quite annoying. Yeah, I know that at this point in the game I am contemplating quite a bit. Right now, post factum, it's easy for me to know all the decisions that need to be done to farm this biome as efficiently as possible, but at that point it was harder for me to make a decision about the next steps. But now I was able to teleport Tolkath back to the town of Rock using our logistics expert spell. Great. And the last thing that needs to be done on day 4 is to dismiss Devir Son Devir once again and get another hero. Devir is not reaching anywhere if I recall correctly, so he just goes. Excellent. And we will hire a hero in the eastern town. Doesn't really matter who. I think we take Clarissa. And we got Ice Queen Helgat, very good hero. If I recall correctly, she starts with defense, plus she is an expert in the Ice Bolt spell, which is very powerful. It reduces initiative and also deals quite a bit of damage. Yeah, we will put Clarissa somewhere closer to our main castle. So that the hero from the main castle can deliver the forces to her by road, saving some spell points and enabling us to use the assemble spell to bring the army back. And this ends the turn number 4. Now day 5 begins, the day of farming. As you remember, we wanted to level up Inari, and we were contemplating whether to use Inari for the break. Ultimately, she's not the hero that will be doing the break, but we will level her up to some pretty good levels. And Inari is one of my favorite heroes. Starts with defense. You cannot go wrong with defense. Expert defense with territorial advantage just allows you to start farming the biome that much easier and that much earlier. So the first thing we need to do is to figure out what to do with Mr. Julius. How to get him over to the capital. Because the plan is, poor man Julius to the capital. Julius is level 15, so he will learn all the necessary control spells. He can start placing Gates of Lights for us. He can start down portaling. He can start doing crazy things. So we'll poor man him. It will cost us 5k, but we are at a whooping 38,000 gold. Money is not a problem for us. Yeah, we will need to keep as much movement on Tolkath as possible. We will sidestep with Matha because we need an extra slot in the main town to re-recruit the Juicy Julius. Make a step. That's the only option. Yep. Get Julius. Decisions. Yeah. Funny enough, same as how Leon Sticky Fingers was low on knowledge and spell power, Julius is quite short of attack and defense, but that's to be expected from mage classes. I give him all our arties, which are almost non-existent. The only one we really have is our level 3 spells. So we'll send Julius all the way to Clarissa. I am contemplating whether to use Gate of Light with Julius right now. but ultimately I'm deciding to use Leon's Sticky Fingers for that. I'm gonna build some mage guilds to make sure we do get all the control spells. We are at 58 points that are counting towards unlocking control spells, and we need 65 to unlock Town Portal. This means building a couple more mage guilds. Oh, wait a second. Did I use Julius for the Gate of Light? After all, I thought I used Leon's Sticky Fingers. Interesting. Oh, well. I was certain I used Leon's Sticky Fingers, but maybe Leon... Ah, Leon will open another Gate of Light for us to get us even further. By the way, one stupid thing that I did with Julius was to leave him with a non-native unit, which means he actually spent quite a bit of movement points in the western part of the map while trying to get close, to get himself killed for the purposes of poor manning to the main town. If I had left him with some native unit like a Rushoth, Julius would be able to comfortably reach Clarissa. Oh well. Things like this happen. We'll make an extra step with Clarissa eventually. Now, I'm thinking how to get the army all the way to Enadi. Not an easy thing to do. Not an easy thing to do. And I'm also thinking how to get myself the necessary spells. So time to build some extra mage guilds. I actually didn't need to build 2 more mage guilds. I think building just 1 extra mage guild and a regular dwelling could be good. It could have been better to build the House of Chains in my main town. That's what I'm seeing in the hindsight, because I am getting like 12 concubines. With an extra House of Chains in my capital, I would be on 15. So that makes for a pretty decent stack. But I did what I did, and I think eventually it allowed me to unlock Dimension Door, which I was not able to use. Yeah, and now I'm realizing that Clarissa may be the hero that will unlock this House of Chains for us. It's time for Julius to move closer, and for Clarissa to pick up the troops from him. Decisions. Take the troops. Go for the fight. Clarissa is level 1, but with an army like ours, again, auto combat will resolve with no losses. Easy choices. Accept result. 3 more concubines. You can see that our solid money stack is starting to decimate. Yeah, that's how we solved it. We gave the troops to to Julius, dismissed Clarissa. Now Julius can hand over the army to Helgat. Helgat will probably need to come a little closer, but then she will be dealing with all the Black Tower shenanigans, and we should be able to get arbitrators using her as well. Yeah, now the auto combat phase of the game begins, basically farming the biome as much as we can. Let's go. We need to ensure that optimal pathing is being picked, and I think there is a better way to move for Helgat. Yeah, that's right. Destroy, level up, get more communion, advanced defense for sure. Pick up these buddies, attack, again free win, find a slot for them, Destroy the dragon, again, free win. Quite a Iron Dragon, one of the best starting artifacts. We cannot dismiss Helgat, that's not an option. And we need another hero to continue farming. We still want Angel Wings, we still want more concubines. But now Leon Sticky Fingers can go to Rock. He can replenish his mana at the well to be able to set up... Oh, and here no, I actually didn't do anything stupid here. I basically used Leon Sticky Fingers with a non-native unit, but that's okay because Leon Sticky Fingers is a great scout which does not actually take any terrain penalty. And now I want to use Leon Sticky Fingers for placing one more Gate of Light for our heroes. And I will want to place this Gate of Light such that it would lead to this fountain, which gives an extra 40 movement points. I am ignoring some of the resources lying around. Maybe I shouldn't have. Not sure. So optimal placement of another Gate of Light. Now we can dismiss Leon Sticky Fingers. Thank you very much. And now we have another slot for a hero that will be able to take army away from Helgat. Notice how we are now at 17,000. Our money, our gold is gradually being funneled away. Now the question is whether Helgat has enough movement points to take on the Wings battle, and whether she has enough mana. She is at Communion level 2. She will probably take some losses. This is inevitable in a battle like this, but Angel Wings, oh my. They are so worth it. They are so worth it. And after taking the Wings with her, we will be able to transfer the army to whoever we hired there. I think it was the Kron with his firewall. And he can take the remaining concubines dwelling. Of course, pick some gems on the way. Note we are at 0 crystal, so trading at the market was a very good idea. Okido, okido, okido. Helgat has 30 mana. She needs to preserve 16. She has enough for a single cast. And she needs to figure out how to actually prevent losses. It doesn't look like she can cast Sleep or Twilight. This will put us outside of the zone where we can use Assemble. Oh, did I use it? Oh, wait a second, it was 14, so that was perfect. That was actually perfect. We managed to reduce the harm that stack of Hierophants, I think they're called, would be able to deal us. And now I think we'll say goodbye to Rashoth. Yep. And now we start moving towards the main fight. Riders, Phoenixes, definitely hit. Now the question is which unit to hit. We cannot use the magic. We need 16 mana for Assemble. Actually, in hindsight, I think there was a way for us to use more mana in this battle. Yes. Then bring the Kron over, take away the army manually, then dismiss Helgat, get another hero, and assemble using the Kron to another hero. So we could potentially use an extra mana point. I think this was a good idea to sacrifice our Rashoth. I'd rather lose them than some of the Wormos. And now we can just destroy the ladies. Destroy the ladies. Easy decisions. Easy decisions. Continue shooting. Doesn't really matter who to shoot at this point. Bang bang. I think we managed to not lose any of the cultists. And bingo. The angel wings are ours. We did lose all our rush off. That's okay. Basic arcane or expert defense. Doesn't really matter. Helgat is gonna be dismissed. Unfortunately, I just don't have enough hero slots for her. But level 6, wow. Intelligence and sorcery both are super useful skills. I'll probably go for intelligence. Extra mana and the ability to learn any spell I want is just so powerful. Yep, give the army to Mr. Zakron, please. Assemble, army, bang, bang, bang. And Ice Queen Helgat will have to be dismissed. We can probably do a bit of dusting with our scrolls at some point. And now take a look at that. We are flying. We are so flying. Angel wings, guys. Destroy, experience and law points. Unfortunately, Zakron is not a schism hero, so he doesn't get any communion. Wait a second, and I didn't even get myself a 1 stack. Yikes! But Zakron is a good mage. 40 spell points. We'll sort something out. Maybe just use shackles on the locusts. What's the name of this variety of locusts? Keep forgetting. Let's check. And by the way, these guys are retaliating before we get to attack them. Okay, we got lucky. It didn't have enough strength to actually kill a worm. Stupid phoenixes. They don't know how to attack. So locusts. Overgrown locust. Overgrown locust destroyed. No mana lost. Advanced sorcery is always nice. Advanced triumvirates is probably better. No? +1 level to all magic is also good. Attack. Free concubines. Now we are at 12. Remember how I said that we could have... Oh, well. A second quite eye of a dragon. Nice. But remember how I said if I had built the concubines dwelling, the House of Chains, in my main capital, then I would have been at 15 concubines right now. Would have been so nice and neat. Okay. Dust is needed. Yeah, our army is pretty decent. We have 3 heavy hitting stacks. That's our Wormos, that's our Phoenixes, and that's our Riders. We have some Arbitrators for support, and we also have a decent stack of shooters with 12 concubines. Again, that's not an army that really scares away everyone, but it's decent. It's decent. We get ourselves the Heretic. Transfer the troops, and the arty is back. Yeah. The assemble spell is completely broken. As you can see, we can just farm everything in a single turn. I wonder how it will get fixed, how it will be nerfed in the early access. We'll see. But the way it is right now, it's so overpowered. Now, as you can see, what we can do is transfer the army to Enadi so that she can do some cool battling around. Remember, we wanted to give her a bit more experience for potentially being the hero that takes the break after it has been weakened by our arcane magic expert Radovok. Yeah. And I think we should do it. We should totally do it. But I will find myself in a very tricky situation, as you'll see. As you're about to see. Yeah. As you can see, Heretic reaches what's his name? Our super powerful mage. But he needs to transfer the troops first. And as you can see, our eastern castle is very inconveniently separated from the area where Enadi finds herself. Like, you need to take a very huge detour on the left side to reach her without any artifacts. Yeah, and I'm saying that I'm probably going to be taking the break with Matha. As you can see, there are 2 gates of light, there is a fountain, so Matha will be able to go towards the minnows, take on an extra phoenix or 2, then move towards the break. A bit annoying that the Miria's altar is not on the main path. Would be really nice to also take that on for some extra money. As you can see, we are starting to get low on gold. We are at 13,000 gold right now. That's not much given some of our ambitions in the center, and we are definitely getting to the center this turn, and highly likely we're also gonna be doing some shenanigans in the center, because Tolkath will be able to town portal now. Tolkath is level 10 now, so he will be able to town portal to the side town in the desert and move forward. We'll see how that goes. So the decision was to send the troops to Enadi using the assemble spell. She needed to move a little closer. Now we were able to transfer the troops. Oh, one more turn, one more move. Okie doke. Get her the troops. Then she takes the experience. But there is one thing that I didn't think about, and that is the fact that Enadi actually did not have enough spell points for another assemble. And that was a huge mistake. So we destroy. We do have a good buffer with our territorial defense, or territorial advantage subskill of defense. This means we can take away retail with some special attack. It's a little annoying. Yeah, and this is the point in the game where I realized that I only have 9 mana points left. This means no assemble. But we are battling. We need to fight. We are just gonna let them come forward to us, these Grand Shoth dudes. Shoot at them a little bit, let them come, let them come. Phoenixes should be able to survive a hit. We'll push for extra defense. Yes, they did survive. Now the remaining stack is even lower. Let's push. And after this attack we will have enough focus points for a double attack. It was quite a risk. They could have killed my other Phoenix, but knowing the AI typically prioritizes smaller stacks with lower defense. Great. Basic Nightshade, obvious choice. And now I'm realizing that I am doomed. And I'm also realizing that if I don't run towards those well now, if I pick up the experience from the Lost Library, then I'm not reaching the well. And I have to reach the well, otherwise I won't be able to transfer the army back. So, yeah. Not the best play here. And I'm also realizing that I'm not reaching with Assemble, but luckily there is one square where Heretic Alvis is reachable. Here we go. Here we go. Now a Heretic can deliver the troops to Julius. Yeah, attacking these pesky griffins is probably not a good idea. We will just lose army, especially without magic. Now Julius can assemble things back. Okay, we will need another hero. Easy choice. Get rid of Heretic. Get another hero, which will bring us down to 10k gold. Get ourselves a free unit. Not a free, but a native one for terrain-free movement. Get a bit closer. Pick up the mine while we can. There isn't much more we can do with Bulwark, so might as well just start transferring the army. And now our main hero is about to show his power. Level 14 Matha with expert defense, with, is it advanced offense at this point? I don't remember. With logistics, with, what else did he have? He had some other powerful skill. Oh, intelligence. So he has all level 3 magic from our guild. Well, he didn't really need to learn it actually. All level 3 magic is available to him via the cape. Now we need to decide whether we attack the girls with Radavok or with Matha. We'll definitely go with Matha here because he's just way stronger. He has 88 mana. He can take them on without any regrets, without losing anything. Attack, not acceptable. We'll just use Twilight. No, I'm seeing, I actually decided that mana is worth more than force for cultists. Carapace, good spell to know, although it comes to me for free with a cape. Send Radavok onwards. Yeah, it's so nice. Logistics, stables, plus this fountain thing for another 40 movement points. We are just missing a couple of cool RDs. I'm looking at opportunities for picking up some extra knowledge, both on Radavok and on Matha. I'm probably gonna take those. There's still quite a bit of interesting stuff in this biome, but I'm running out of gold, running out of movement on my main heroes. Time to make some good moves. So I think this is the time when Radovok is to show his power. Let's go. And I'm checking that he should have the temporal traps available in his spellbook. Yes, they are available. Only 5 mana. That's all he needs. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, he has enough movement points to also pick up the Learning Stone and some alchemical dust for us. And this is the suicide mission, but it's also so funny. So 1, 2, 3. And as an expert, he deals 4x damage to the unit that stepped on the trap and the ones nearby. So if you liked this battle, please subscribe and click a like button. I'm wondering if these temporal traps will be nerfed so that at least getting through tier 7 breaks will not be easy. Again, temporal traps do not work on most of the tier 7s, like angels will not be moving towards you, they are shooters and they're also flyers. Then same goes for phoenixes, plus phoenixes are immune to some sort of magic. Abyssal envoys, again immunity to magical damage. Black dragons and cave dragons, same thing. So I think it's only the hive queens that are susceptible to this kind of cheesy strategy. And is there any other tier 7? Let me check. Okido, one more phoenix. Easy pickings, and we only have one hive queen remaining. Second wind and destroy. Cool. Fantastic. Just fantastic. Give us some extra gold. We need it. Attack. Attack, attack, attack. Battle not needed. Auto combat fixed this. And see how beautifully Grelek the Betrayer was positioned. He gets to reap the benefit and the honor of conquering our first side town. Let's go for it. Let's pick it up. No reason to take this fight. We are getting short on gold, and improving Grelek's attributes is definitely not necessary. Matha still has enough mana for a town portal, and we'll see. We'll see where we'll put him. We'll delay this decision until the very end of turn 5. But check it out. Day 5, we are in the desert. We are in the treasury. The big question now is, how close to the center can we get? Notice we are now at 7 out of 9 heroes. We are allowed to recruit more. Tolkath can town portal all the way. Of course, we need to make sure that the entrance is free, so put Grelek to the garrison. Yep. Then I think it's time to do a little bit of scouting with Grelek. Let's do it. Let's do it. One thing we could do is to set up a gate of light. By the way, one more thing we can and should do towards the end of this turn is to remember to bring Julius into one of the towns. He still has town portal, which he hasn't activated yet. Oh, Mirage. I need to try taking down Mirage. Maybe in this playthrough. Maybe in the next. Oh, Matha made her appearance again. Let's see how far she can reach. She's level 6, but that's what I was talking about. Come on, level 6 with 20 mana. I was really hoping to leverage her Gate of Light so that I could basically allow Tolkath to take another, well, extra 50-60 movement points in this turn. But unfortunately, Matha did not help us. Tough life, tough life. And we don't get any other cool heroes in the tavern, unfortunately. And we are getting short on gold if you were to try and fish for them. And I think, yeah, we have like 3-4 level 6-7 heroes we could fish for. So there is Leon Sticky Fingers, there is Radavok, Devere Sandevere I don't think reached level 6. Helgat did reach though. So we'll go check out how far we can get, scout the area. Yeah, it's not clear how close we are to the center, but if you look at the map, the center is actually close. So we'll head out with Tolkath. The question will be, do we place a Gate of Light? I think we do. I think it's the smart thing to do in this situation. Yeah. Whether to attack the Mantis, I mean, Armor of Wonder is powerful, plus there is a box which could potentially give us some Necropolis meat should we want it to attack. But this would delay us, this would delay our venture into the center of the map. Oh, and by the way, I just realized that I unlocked Dimension Door, which could allow Tolkath to make some extra moves, but Tolkath is only level 10, and for some reason during that game I thought that it's level 11 where Dimension Door becomes available to us, but unfortunately it's only level 12 when it gets available. So I basically wasted, not wasted, but I spent 5k gold unnecessarily. They could have been spent better. Yeah, I'm checking. Hero must be at least level 12. This way, unfortunately. But here I'm gonna see something very cool. I'm about to see something very cool. I'm seeing a hero, but I'm also seeing the central castle, which I can reach, which I can totally reach. And at this point, I'm not too worried about how much army I'm losing. In this case, it's just a question of proving, can I get to the center on day 5? Can I get to the center on day 5? The defending army is pretty strong, 57 Dread Knights. That's mighty. The good thing is that they are all stacked up in a single stack. The bad thing is I only have 18 mana points. Only 18 mana points. What to do with them? Hard to say. Shackles could be very powerful. But you will notice that I completely screwed up this battle. Like, there could have been so much better things I could do. For instance, I'm going for temporal traps here, but I think temporal traps are only level 2 for me here, not level 3 or level 4, which means they will be doing just very measly amount of damage. But I decided to go for the temporal traps, unfortunately. I think Carapace would have been much better. But let's see how much damage I managed to make with the traps. The problem is, you see, I only... Yeah, there is no way for me to take away the retail, and there is no way for me to have higher initiative than the Dread Knights, so they will reach me next turn, and they will just do a lot of damage. Oh, wait a second, I was actually doing quite a bit. Yeah, so that was not too bad. I managed to take out 14 Dread Knights in one go, basically, so maybe that was not the worst decision. But now I need to figure out what do I do next turn. And there is... I saw no good options. I just let these Dread Knights attack my Agashoth Riders, Agashoth Tamers, and destroy my main attacking stack. Like this. Like this. And now I'm doing something super stupid as well. I remembered that concubines can shoot while being adjacent to a unit. What I did forget is the fact that when they are shooting from nearby, they will actually get a retaliation. So I lost 2 concubines this way. And then another stupid thing is that now my phoenixes cannot really attack. You see? Stupid phoenixes. And I decide, whatever. Again, I'm doing this just to get into the castle, screw the concubines. So I'm just gonna basically attack and destroy more concubines than the Dread Knights. And I forgot that I still have 10 mana points. So, really a lot of bad decisions. But the cool thing is, the Dread Knights are about to fall. And we make our phoenixes awesome and destroy the Dread Knights. Excellent. Day 5. We are in the center. Object captured. Mission accomplished. Huge thanks to everyone for watching. If you would like more videos like this, please click like and subscribe. Thank you very much.